There's the notification. Alright, we are back. You know, the activity feed on OBS pops up a little... It has a little thing showing basically like when I've gotten redeems and such. And I was wondering how someone managed to redeem Hydrate yesterday when I didn't stream yesterday. But now that I think about it, I did stream yesterday because I was up until after midnight. Alright, so we are back, folks. Last time we finished up the water trial very cleanly. Hawk managed to, you know, just stomp it using Flying Z Bounce. With that in mind, I don't really want Bounce to be the only move in Hawk's moveset, so we're gonna get Brick Break back. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. Now, one important thing that I want to bring up is that I really don't have a great plan for today. I have some basic ideas. But that's about the extent of it. Now, the first of those ideas is pretty straightforward. We're gonna duck back onto Brooklet Hill real quick and hunt down a Surskit. Oh. What time of day is the game registering right now? I think it's registering as daytime, so we might actually hold off on the Surskit. Oh, you know what? I vaguely recall something about this place. We are gonna get jumped by someone who wants to battle. Possibly in a double battle? Let's see. Who do we want to deal with the Poiple? Alright. That should be a good option for dealing with the Poiple. And we just need to make sure to duck back here when it turns back into nighttime. And of course there is a chance that we just don't hit the trigger for this fight. But I'm not really prepared to bet on it. Okay, we did. There we go. Also, we're here. Yep, this is one of our locations. So the thing is, this is probably going to be a Barboach, not a... yeah. We had the bubbling. Luckily, we can just run away. This thing isn't a valid encounter. Now we've got a 90% chance for a Magikarp. In Sun and Moon, it was a 99% chance. You had a 1% chance for a Barboach if it wasn't bubbling, and a 50% chance if it was. Anyway. Let's drop a sleep powder. Get ourselves a Magikarp. And that Magikarp is important. We're in kind of desperate need of water types on our team. Although I might just go ahead and dump enough rare candies into it to get a Gyarados. Leviathan is short for Leviathaniel. What's your summary? I'm guessing modest. Wait, you actually have an adamant nature? That would be so amazing if it weren't for the fact that I kind of need to use your special attack soon. Alright. We'll swap Bat for now. Alright. Newest flying type on the team. So the challenge with this guy is that he doesn't get a water move until level 30. So I'm pretty sure our best bet is to go back to the move tutor back in... Oh, what's it called? Hee Hee City? And teach it Water Pulse? I think that's it. There's also Bounce, which is its only flying stab. So we're pretty likely to keep that around. But the challenge is that the fire trial is coming up next. And having our best answer into it not know a water type move, or having to rely on a 60 base power water type move off of its weaker offense with a minus special attack nature, isn't great. I should check what type of hidden power it has, though. I don't think Aquatail was available at any of the move tutors we have access to yet. Hidden power bug. Well, that's useless. So yeah. Really great moveset, but it takes a while to come online. Also, I did lie. Technically, it does get a second flying type stab in Hurricane, but, you know, I was talking about good options. I have been trying to work out some ideas for Kiawe's trial, because we have a pretty bad matchup into that one. A lot of our flying types just happen to be weak to fire, and before getting Leviathan there, we had no resistances. Okay, I'm gonna sell some stuff real quick. Oh, I remembered the other thing I want to sell.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to sell. Medicine pouch. Can't use them. Welcome to the stream, B. All right. There you are. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, Wyvern can learn Water Pulse. Anyway. I might actually do that. Okay. Can I skip this cutscene or no? I think I can skip it. Yeah, I think I did. Either that or that's just the full cutscene, which is possible. While I'm thinking about it. I need to check something. Dang, Trumbate can't learn Covet. Okay, so I don't think there's anything that we can get from that. From that one. At least nothing that I'm immediately thinking about. Wait a sec, I might have been able to go... Ah. Keep going the wrong way. Can I get in the water from here? Yes, I can. Okay, so... we want to surf out and track down a Mantike. But I need to check something first. Because I'm in two minds about one little detail. See, I'd really like to use Mantine, just because I've never used it in a Nuzlocke. But it requires catching a Remoraid. Because the evolution method requires Mantine be next to... It requires Mantine to be in a party with a Remoraid. The question is, do I let myself double up here? I need to check something. Oh my gosh, that's an abysmal special. That's an abysmal special attack stat. Normally that would be so good for a Gyarados, but I could really use a water-type attacker right about now. Okay, so that does work the way I thought it did. Sorry, I'm double checking where all I can get a hold of a Mantine. Because I absolutely will... Sorry, where all I can get a hold of a Remoraid. Because I absolutely will allow myself... Sorry guys, I was probably pretty faint there. I forgot to put my microphone in position. Anyway. Oh, wow. Okay, then. So, I'm definitely going to let myself get a Remoraid to evolve my Mantine, because I just want to have a Mantine. But, before that, I kind of want to be sure that I'm getting... First of all, that I'm giving myself the opportunity, if possible, to get one with Water Absorb. And second... Actually, Swift Swim wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd love to have Water Absorb, but to be fair, Guzma's Golisopod shouldn't really be a threat to a mono flying team. Got a lot of Pokemon that quad resist its bug type moves and can probably just one-shot it. So actually no, Swift Swim wouldn't be the end of the world. And... okay, that is accessible. That's useful. The Rain Dance TM is accessible, so if we get it, we wind up with a pretty decent way of... we wind up with a pretty decent way of dealing with the Marowak. Can't use our Kala'e Bay encounter. Yeah, we absolutely need to get one from... we absolutely need the Mantike or Remoraid from here, and the other one from Route 8. Now, we gotta wait for the... oh, dang it. If we want to get to the sea, we do have to go to Route 1 first. Alright, Wild Mantike. Okay, looks like we're getting Swift Swim. Max level, too. Saves us a bit of time, I guess. I'm banking on the fact that this thing is a Mantike to deal with the wind attack. Yeah. A Mantike at -1 attack as well. Oh, good. It'll still know Bubble Beam. That is handy. Welcome to the team, Ray. Neutral nature, I guess we'll take it. No real choice, but... Alright, let's see here. We'll check the hidden power type on the way back. Oh wow, none of our TMs. At least not ones that we care to use immediately. Alright, while we're out here, are there any items that I care about getting? No, it really doesn't look like it. So the unfortunate fact is that we are very likely to need Mantike for the yeah, I figured. There's a reason I swapped to speed up mode. We're very likely to need Mantike for the battle. Because our best bet... Well, will we? So, here's the thing. Gyarados is a great lead into that battle, it just can't do much with its special attack stat. Probably won't learn Water Pulse, because, yeah, Bubble Beam is higher base power. Yeah, so Ray already has higher special attack than Gyarados. Which means in Rain, with the speed boost from Swift Swim, using a Z move, it could probably take out Marowak pretty reliably. Question is just how to get it in and how to set up Rain. So luckily, the Marowak has a bad habit. It really likes to go for Detect on turn 1 to make sure that it gets its ally in to be a problem. It's not guaranteed, but it is pretty dang common. Wait a sec. I want that thing in the party. Hey, never mind. I don't know why... I don't know why I swapped it out, because I want to go and visit the move tutors. Sorry, I was getting the right tab open. Oh. Okay, it doesn't look like we care about any of these moves. fact, it looks like the only move that's really all that beneficial to us from a move tutor right now is Signal Beam. It's not even that beneficial, it's just probably better than Wing Attack or Bounce into grass types. Do I have anyone who can learn Iron Defense? No. I love how I have one Pokemon who can learn Fire Punch. Because most birds don't have hands. Oh, I should have kept Mantike in the party for a minute there. I need to check its hidden power, which means I'm going to need to get it out of the box again. Wait, I just remembered another thing I forgot. Hidden Power Ghost, that's not bad. To be honest, probably more useful than its flying type move right now. Yeah, coming off of a 14 attack stat, I'm not putting any bets on that flying stab. Signal Beam is better for what it would be doing. Sorry, I remembered something that I meant to do while we were over here. Did I have Gyarados in the party at the time? That might be why I forgot. It's not a good move by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a move that gives us coverage no one else has, and it's a move. Gyarados is running a little bit short on those. I don't suppose Gyarados can learn roleplay? No. Wait, did I not teach it Iron Tail? Oh, it just kind of auto-replaced it kind of auto-replaced Splash. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, I never taught it bounce? I meant to. Okay, so clearly I just haven't been paying attention at all while I've been playing this stream. I mean, our moveset isn't going to get much better than that for the moment. Oh, I need to remember to give myself a bunch of yellow nectar. So we're going to be able to change types on Oricorio soon. Alright. Well, let's go trigger this battle. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a double battle or something. Dang it, it's mandatory. It was worth a try. Soliera. I don't know why I'm fighting the one with more moves in her moveset. And I should wall this thing pretty soundly. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to hit it hard, but it's not going to hit me hard either. Maybe it is. Do I just have a really bad special attack IV on Blimp? It is pretty bad, but so is my attack IV, so... Okay, I'm not gonna risk a crit here. I'm just gonna switch. I guess that was a pretty ideal time to switch. I mean, Butter should be able to take this thing out pretty quick with Expert Belt boosted side reading. Holy crap! Is this thing perfectly EV trained? We're gonna go hit up the Pokemon Center. Alright, Route 6 coming up. I don't know if we want Blimp in the party now. So, the big thing that we gotta prepare for, because I think we might get jumped with it as soon as we enter Royal Avenue, is a 4-way battle. But I think we can do it fine if we just lead Hawlucha. Now, does the new route give us access to any new encounters? Doesn't look like it. I have to dodge a couple of battles on the way in. And it looks like we're going to be stuck with a Team Skull encounter. But that should be fine. Oh. I didn't think I would bump into the encounter quite that quick. It's not really a big deal. These guys are pushovers. Alright, arriving in Royal Avenue. Now this place is mainly important for the items we get access to. I guess I didn't need to mount the Tauros. What do you sell? TMs. Oh right, this is where I can buy Rain Dance. Which is the important one for what's coming up. We definitely want that. We can wait on the others. So like this pink nectar is farmable. We can get an unlimited amount. It just spawns here in the flowers. And we can use it to change the type on Oricorio. Now, we're probably not going to do that anytime soon, because it's got a really good type right now. Oh, that's what we gotta tell that kid about. Well, we don't really need to. I don't think we have a use for a Dawnstone in this run. So yeah, the thing about the Battle Royale is that it would be incredibly dangerous to do in a Nuzlocke, but you spend the points that you use, that you get from surfing. Hey, nice. I'm pretty sure this is the only one you can actually buy from. Oh. I really thought it was the only one we could buy from. I have no idea what the strange souvenirs are actually used for. Okay, yeah. No effect is listed. Stick. Hi, Professor. Let's do it. I chose my lead Pokemon specifically for this. I definitely didn't forget to put Hawlucha in front, surely. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, Kukui and How aren't threats, but Gladion can hit pretty dang hard. So, I'm keeping it nice and simple. Z-Power, all-out pummeling, which hits 140 base power. Against type Null, because Kukui likes to spam Protect. I think the rest of the turn might still play out. Anyway. That was best case scenario for me because it went for a spread move instead of single targeting me with its normal Z move. One of these days I really need to, like, revisit some Pokemon games just to play through the post games that I've never done. Because there are a lot of Pokemon games where I've just never touched the post game. Anyway. So yeah, I have all of these BP supposedly from surfing, and that means there is a completely safe way to gather up BP, which is very nice. And then for the really high value one. Yeah. I could have gotten more of those, but yeah. Did I already heal? I probably did. Truthfully, the only super critical item that I needed from this town was the Rain Dance TM. Oh well. I was hoping he wouldn't spot me, but I want what's behind him, and he was turning back and forth. So there wasn't a ton of chance. There wasn't a very high chance that would happen. Now the Mareep is somewhat tricky, but there's a reason I always keep Hummer in the party. Sadly, I don't think we get access to a Gligar in this run, so I don't think we have a single way of picking up a ground type. Now this might hurt. Okay, we're alright. Thankfully it's just a Mareep, but that was +1 charge. He really doesn't want me to go fast. I'm kinda surprised he didn't just go for a 4th Cotton Spore despite it doing nothing. There's a crit. Ah, sleep talk. Cool. I'll take it. Now the tricky one, the one that we have to be careful to avoid, is the dancer a little ways down this route, because that one has an Oricorio of her own. Although, because ours is electric type, we can still pull off a win. I think the dancer is farther down the route. I don't think we've passed it yet. I just guessed something was there. Are there any other items that I cared about finding? Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything useful in the Game Freak office. Oh. For some reason I thought the other building was the Game Freak office. Kind of forgot that it was a single office and not an entire building. I think we wind up required to visit that building later, so we don't really need to visit it right now. Did I already talk to you? Yes, I did. Oh, right. One of my backup plans, if I struggled to nail down a Zubat was to pick one up from Diglett Tunnel before the grass trial, because we can just enter it. Okay. And if we try and go to the right, this guy stops us again. Oh, welcome to the stream, Mika. We're doing some prep work to get ready for the next trial. I'm just gonna go and check something, because it's weird that it hasn't turned to nighttime in-game yet. That said, if I encounter a Dupiter, I'll know that the game is still considering it day. It's so weird. Hang on. Maybe I have it set to the wrong region. Maybe that's why it is treating... Oh, wait, I know what it is. I just realized. It's because I'm playing Pokemon Moon, so day and night are backwards. Which actually means... Wait, I might be able to make this work. No, why won't it let me mess with it? Hang on. Just date and time. Now we save and restart. Dang it, why didn't that work? Oh, I hit the wrong buttons. There we go. And that's our target. Now, behave, Surskit. I swear the netball was just designed to catch Surskit, because it's for water bug types. Now, as I just said, Surskit is water bug. It is not a flying type yet. And it's probably going to go a pretty long time without becoming one, because I kind of want to pick up Sticky Web in case we wind up needing it. It's not likely, but it's possible. And honestly, none of the moves that it's going to miss on the way to that will be that problematic. Let's see your summary. Nymph. What do I want about Adamant? Oh, timid. Heck yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to finally getting some decent luck. Now that said, Nymph, you are kinda just gonna chill for a while. So we won't be evolving you into usability until level 38. I fixed the date and time, no need to start the game again. There's nothing that I specifically need to be in daytime for yet. Okay, what are we looking at on Route 7? Doesn't look like anything. Welcome to the stream, Lastborn. Unfortunately, we've already gotten our Wingull and killed it, so... Thanks for the hydrate. Island scan Pokemon is no good, which means our only thing to worry about apart from items is, well, trainers and getting to Willow Volcano Park, where I believe we can get a new ally. Yeah. Get access to Fletchling then. Oh, I see. Anyway, what are the items? TM32. That's the main one. The others are just... I didn't notice that guy. I'll be honest, I don't remember what those Pokemon are. Oh, they're Diglett. Cool. Okay. I had just gone too far when I tried that. You know, it's kind of funny. The last time I played through these games, I didn't realize that the points you got from surfing were the same ones you used on the Battle Royale area. Oh my gosh, she almost caught me. She's pretty scary. She has a Shelter, which I believe has Skill Link. There we go. Alright, newest encounter. Tragically, we can't get Gale Wings on this thing because you don't get access to hidden abilities until the post-game. Well, that's not even true now that I think about it. We could try to, bully it into calling an ally and then see if that ally has it, because I think after like the 10th ally or something, there's a chance for hidden abilities. But I think our play is to go Gyarados, cut its attack. And then we go Butter. Let's chuck a nest ball at the bird. See if the bird wants a nest. This is probably pretty unlikely to work because we're not that much higher level than it. That wasn't much better odds than a regular Pokeball. Wow. That's a lot of XP for that. Should I let this thing get to level 21 before I evolve it? I think that's a good call, because when it hits level 21, it learns Roost. Best use for this thing is probably going to be speedy support, though. Because, unfortunately, without Gale Wings, Talonflame isn't that great at offense. It's not terrible. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not amazing either. Neutral nature, I will absolutely take that. And it was guaranteed to have just one ability, so. For now, though, we'll send you to a box. Alright, well, we heal up the team, then we start clearing the path. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We heal up the team, then we start clearing the path to the next trial. There are some moderately scary trainers on the volcano. Although it looks like the Kadabra that someone has on the way up there only knows one attack, and it's Psybeam, so as long as we have Murderer with us, we're completely safe there. So let's slip Murderer onto the team. And as protection against the Roggenrola, we're definitely going to want Hawk around. Probably want you as well. Oh, I am looking at the wrong thing. Okay. You know, there's a trainer with a Noibat, actually, and I'm super tempted to give Noibat a chance to finally do something by just going after it with Hidden Power Dragon. Why not? We have the depth for that. Oh, that guy only has Roggenrola, so we don't actually need to prep for the Machop. That does simplify things a bit. That said, I think we keep Blimp around for that fight. We are probably just going to take out all of the trainers on the way up. Just to be sure we don't have to deal with any spinners. Really? Classic. I really expected 5 times there. Part of the reason that I would love to do a Ghost Monolock in these games is that I'd love to try out Alolan Marowak, but I really don't think that I can clear the early game with pure Ghost types. I hate that guy. I'm willing to try and deal with these guys if they're... Well, no, they're on the path. Fight me. Now, this is an ace trainer. There's a chance that he's competitively EV'd, which means there's a chance he outspeeds my Noibat. But there's no chance that he has a super effective move into my Noibat, unlike me. So I have a super effective stab move into his. Get wrecked, punk. Sorry, I got distracted for a second thinking about the Kiawe strategy, because it's actually a pretty tricky fight for us. Well, Kiawe, the totem strategy. Alright, we're gonna want to do some thinking about who we bring to this fight. So, the obvious thing is that anyone weak to fire is out. We just don't really have any good reason to bring someone who is gonna take super effective stab damage from everything we see in there. With that said, we probably do want Bat, because it's about to evolve, at level 22, so unfortunately we won't be able to get it to Hush Phone. It'll evolve at level 22, so we won't be able to get it to Crobat yet, but as Golbat, it will still have some useful moves. Well, it'll still have some useful options, especially resisting Venoshock and being immune to poison gas from Salazzle. There's something I want to check. Hee Beach gives us access. No, it's Mele Beach. No. Big Wave Beach, that's it. Gives us access to Covet, doesn't it? Oh, but Covet doesn't matter. We can't use it. However, we probably do want to... We probably do want Murderer with us, and we want Murderer itemless. Because that's a potential play we've got to thief away the Fit Club. It shouldn't be necessary, because I have a pretty straightforward plan that should minimize any issues. If at all possible, I would like to leave Wyvern home for this one. There's an item that we're going to want to grab for Gyarados. Blimp, you're also not coming along. Definitely. There is a good chance that we want Phoenix. I think this is probably our team. It looks worse than it is because we haven't evolved two of the Pokemon that we can for this fight. Yeah, I think that's the team we want. Are you the person who has the item I want? I think you are, but let's check. Yes, you are. When the heck did I get double teamed? Must have been one of the random TMs that I went out of my way to pick up without checking what it was. Alright, I'm going to refresh myself on how the trial starts. Okay. Gotcha. And we do want to play this pretty carefully. Because we have to clear the trainers and we don't get like a heal or anything in between. Thanks for the hydrate last board. Oh, I'm not. I thought I had lumberries. So I may wind up needing to take a minute and cheat in some of the, or farm some berries. That's what we're calling it. Not yet, Phoenix. Agility, flail. As weird as it might seem, I'm tempted to drop back. I was trying to cancel that before remembering, oh yeah, I want this to happen. Okay, we have picked up our fire type. It's not that much better, but it is a whole lot bulkier. It's a whole lot bulkier, a bit faster. I guess it is that much better, actually. The reason we wanted Golbat was to have a switch into poison moves. A Pokemon that can't be toxic and resists Venoshock. That's really valuable for us. I won't bother with Leer. Drop Iron Tail for now. Yeah, unfortunately no one on our team can learn Safeguard or Light Screen. I don't think we'll need Reflect, which is good because we couldn't use that either. Because Reflect gives us whatchamacallit. Reflect gives us a physical defense buff, but we've already kind of got that covered because we'll be leading Leviathan into the fight. Now, I need to check something. Berry, trees, Bulbapedia. Gen 7. I could have sworn I already had Lumberries. I don't know why I'm not seeing them. Okay, well, we're gonna take a second and farm some berries. And probably a couple other handy things while I'm thinking about it. So let's see. Berries that we don't have, but can get an unlimited quantity of. Do I have cherry yet? Yes, I do. Pecha. Got Lepa, Citrus, Figgy, I've got that. Wiki, I don't even think that matters, but I'll give it to myself just in case I'm misremembering. I think that's just a Pokéblock berry. Mago, nope. Not Mago, I've already got that. Ogwov, Ayapapa, Lum, okay, that should be it then. Pink nectar, I can farm up a bunch of those. And I've got access to yellow nectar. Can farm up a bunch of those. Trainer info. I can refill my beach points. Oh, right, that. Now that we've got access to the battle hall, I guess we've had access to those the whole time. Okay. There we go. So now we've got the items that we need. We also just, picked up a few handy things. I ordered these from the battle area. Saved myself some time going back and forth between there and the whatchamacallit, the beach. Yeah, so fun fact that I don't think everyone knows. Vitamins like this can only get a Pokemon's EVs up to 100. I know. I don't know why zinc isn't sorted with the rest of those. Okay, so that should put up their stats a decent bit. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Alright, let's check and make sure the Pokemon are what we want. I'm really tempted to actually have this guy run leftovers instead. That's probably a better call, to be honest. As much as I want the extra turns on Rain Dance, that is a Pokemon that can come in and out to use to dance. So, we got Leftovers, Protect, Bounce, Rain Dance, Bite, yeah. All of those should cover the situations that we're worried about here. Protect and Bounce can be used to stall for Leftovers recovery, especially against the first couple of Pokemon, the trial Pokemon, since we don't really want to switch that much. Yeah. There is one other thing that I want to do for Gyarados, though. Because there's another item that we were able to farm that'll be very handy here. So Gyarados is good to go. Ray has Bubble Beam, Water Z-move. The other stuff is kind of just filler. Hidden Power, Ghost can be used to clean up if Marowak is left on a few hit points. Though truthfully, considering the available moves, I almost feel like Salazzle is a better target. The fact that Salazzle is going to be spamming Poison Gas is more of a concern than Marowak. So yeah, we probably want to drown the Salazzle first, and then we can turn our attention to the Marowak. And that means, if we're going with that strategy, Murderer doesn't need a held item. Phoenix has Lumberry. Phoenix is mainly just here for pivoting. It can work around pretty much everything the other team has, because it resists fire-type moves, it resists Marowak's Brick Break. The only threatening things are Salazzle's Venoshock and Marowak's Hex. The latter is coming off of a really weak special attack stat. And it has Roost and good speed, so there's a chance it outspeeds the Salazzle. Bat should be fine as is. I'd love better coverage, but it's not going to happen. It can come in on Salazzle's moves if it needs to. It can use Expert Belt Bite. Wyvern has Leftovers for some extra recovery. It can hit Torment. It can fire off Water Pulse, possibly Rain boosted. And then there's Volibee, who can come in and thief the Thick Club off of Marowak if we find ourselves in that situation. Yeah, this team should be able to do it. I apologize for the really slow stream, by the way, but Kiawe is pretty threatening for us. I didn't want to dive in just fully winging it. Just because I haven't planned this run out doesn't mean I don't want to plan for anything. Alright. Let's go for it. Dang it, I wanted to look around. Yeah, you are Kiawe. Okay, it's the middle Marowak. Also, there's nothing I can do if I overlevel during this fight, so I'm sorry if that happens. Or like during the trial, not this fight. There's no chance that I level up from a single Marowak that is lower level than me on a fully evolved Pokemon. Yeah, okay. Leviathan is a good XP sink for this. Alright, so this guy has Fire Spin, Feint Attack, Smoke Screen. I feel like we just bounce. He does unfortunately have Flame Body. There's not much we can do about whether we get burned. I guess I could have gone with a different Pokemon to fight this guy, but anyway, now for the real fight. Also, all of these answers are the same. Apparently, it is also the cheery Pokemon. So yeah, it does get +2 speed, but it still can't really touch Leviathan. Set up Rain Dance. It calls an ally. We scout. Alright, it is going for exactly the moves that I was expecting. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm going to shake up the strategy here for a sec. I don't know what we were waiting for. Oh, there's Speed Tide. Okay, we dealt with the Salazzle. I'm pretty sure Rain is going to run out this turn. Yep. Get a little leftovers recovery and we can set up Rain again. Oh, I didn't make this super clear, but the reason I could imagine Ray needing a coverage move to clean up the Marowak is because of its ability Cursed Body. If we get Cursed, then we lose access to Water Pulse. Oh my gosh, I'm a moron. Well, I just whipped that into Protect. I think like a quarter of the damage still goes through, but that was dumb of me. Okay, Hydro Vortex was disabled, but what about Bubble Beam? Okay, Bubble Beam was not disabled. I can take that, even a crit would have been fine. And we finish it up with a Bubble Beam. Good job, Leviathan. Good job, Ray. Okay, so I stressed about that a lot, but in the end, it wasn't that bad. Which is how I prefer to have it than I stress about it not at all and it all falls apart, so we'll take it. We got Firium Z. We have two Pokemon who can theoretically use that right now. Falucha can learn Fire Punch, and I guess Fletchinder needs to learn Flame Charge first, but we got the TM for that on the next route. Well, I think we save there. I don't think we even bother going down the mountain tonight. We can take care of all of that the next stream. Where are my potions? Yeah, I think we call it there. Thanks everyone for being here, though. I know it wasn't the longest stream. We didn't even hit 3 hours. I got started a bit late, but... well, I had time for a stream tonight. Wanted to do it. Next stream should just be Friday, unless, I guess, maybe something could fall through on Wednesday or Thursday. Either one. In which case... well, no. Even if something fell through Thursday, I'd still just stream on Friday, but yeah. No, I think we are at a pretty good place right now. So, do I have anyone to raid? Maybe Dist is running a late night stream. Nope. Half tempted to raid Spicy. He's doing Resident Evil 9 Insanity runs, but I've never actually watched his streams, so... I know he's a good speedrunner, I've just never personally watched his streams. Anyway, that's gonna be it, folks. So, I appreciate y'all, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later! How framey can I make my hand? Good night. I don't know why Automod was blocking that. Bye-bye to you too, Lastborn. Thanks for the hydrate. Good night, everyone. Bye.